Family Feud, Towanda and Trina Braxton's frustration, not earning as much as Toni and Tamar. All right, you guys, let's get right into it. Listen, this is turning into sheer mayhem. I'm giving you guys the information as it comes in, and it's just a hot mess. I keep saying this every video. I don't understand why these people came back. It's just a big disaster, but we are where we are, okay? So today they're talking about Towanda and Trina are upset with Toni Braxton because they feel like they should be making more money. Now, what? I'm not, listen, I'm not going to be rude. I'm just going to be, what makes them possibly think that? Now they're going around saying that they bring a lot to the show and, they're getting pretty much paid the same as what they did on the other show. And I don't get it. I really don't get it. Not to be mean or anything like that, but Toni Braxton is a legend. Tamar goes on tour, go on other reality TV shows. What are you guys bringing to the table that you deserve the same compensation? Now, I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful. They do bring something to the show, but not enough for them to get six figures. Now, listen, remember I was telling you guys that Tamar did not want to do the show. Toni didn't want to do the show, but they did it for their sisters because their sisters kept begging them to, in a sense, okay, kept wanting, we need to go back on, we wanted to go back on. And the one of the main reasons that they got Tamar back last season was because Miss Evelyn was asking her to do this for her sisters. Then she followed it up by saying that Tracy would have wanted it that way. I'm sorry, Miss Evelyn. I know a lot of people love you and some people don't. We'll get into that later. But I don't know. I don't think I would have did that if that was my daughter. But okay, so Tamar ended up coming on as a friend to the show.
And speaking of reality TV, I've decided to go back to the Braxtons because remember last season I was a friend to the show.
Okay, congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations. It's only right it got your name on the show. Hello.
Yeah, we're going to be also filming the Braxtons, and it's very interesting because my niece is coming on the show, and not to be messy, but I just thought it was important for her to understand that somebody is here for you. Yeah, because I was surprised by that whole, outburst. I guess she got it all. I mean, honest. However, I just thought it was important for her to know that somebody is here for her.
Now, one of the ways the network got her to return to the show is they paid her handsomely. These are the rumors. They paid her, and she's worth it. I think she's worth it. We want to see all of the Braxtons, just not Towanda and Trina. But anyway, it turned out to be a blessing in disguise. And the reason I say it turned out to be a blessing in disguise is because the rumor is Trina, Towanda, Tamar, and Mikey, the brother, is not really supporting Ashley. And Ashley's supposed to come on the show and talk about all the horrible things that happened to her in her past. And remember, I said in the video yesterday, Trina's not having it. Now, if you guys want to know what happened to her in her past, please check out the previous video. I'll put the link here, or maybe here, or maybe down here in the description. And to be honest, I can't fathom a family not supporting a victim. She said that she was abused in her past. Why wouldn't you guys want her to talk about that and heal? What kind of father threatens to sue their daughter for talking about past trauma? It's really, really, just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. So instead of supporting Ashley, they're worried about how much money they're getting paid. Now, let's go back to Toni Braxton has a history of taking care of her family. And I wanted to add this. Did you guys know the first time that Toni claimed bankruptcy, that Oprah Winfrey set her up? They're saying that right before Toni Braxton was to come on her show and do an interview about her filing bankruptcy for the first time, this was the first time that Oprah called LaFace Records and told them, yeah, I'm about to interview Toni Braxton. I think she's going to try to make you guys look bad, but I won't let her do it. You think I'm playing? Remember this?
Please welcome Toni Braxton. She was so freaking mean to me. I was in shock.
Do you take responsibility for the situation that you're in right now?
100%.
100%.
100%. I couldn't believe it because I loved her so much. I admired her and looked up to her. And she pretty much reprimanded me.
I read that you were upset about stories that your overspending caused this.
She says to me, I hear you have Gucci flatware. I'm Oprah Winfrey and I don't have Gucci flatware.
First of all, I didn't know Gucci made silverware.
You ain't got Gucci flatware because you didn't want to buy it. It's not because you couldn't afford it. What do you mean? And immediately, she made me feel this big. This big. That moment completely changed my career. It made people look down on me.
It's like, really, Oprah? Does she take full responsibility for the position she's in? As if LaFace Records didn't get her one of the worst deals of all times. You want her to take responsibility. You wanted the audience to think she just didn't know how to handle money. She blew it on clothes, shoes, homes. I don't know. I mean, I'm telling y'all, Oprah is a trip. Every time I say that, a lot of people say, we love Oprah. You know, how dare you, Sharrell? I'm telling you, she's a trip. Now, maybe you guys knew about this before. I did not know about it. But anyway, let's get back to what we're talking about. So the reason I say it was a blessing in disguise that Tamar came back to the show, that's because Trina, Towanda, and her father, Mikey, they're not supporting her. They're going around telling people that she's a liar. Don't listen to what she says. She just makes things up. Who does that? Where do they do that at? According to the rumors, Ashley saying one of the few people that is supporting her is her grandmother, which is Mama Evelyn, Toni, and Tamar. And she said Tamar is really going beyond and above to support her.
I'm just so grateful that I get to share the stage with a family member, that I get to share the stage with my aunt, that I get to like hold her hand. Hey, you guys, coming to the US. I know. And I'm coming to the US, to Atlanta, to do Tamar's live podcast. It feels really good to have a family member behind me. It's been a really long journey, and it's been a really long journey of not having people behind me. I live in Spain. I can't just get up and leave. So she also just made it so accommodating, herself, her team, for me to be there, for me to just have, she told me that I can say whatever it is that I want to say. It is she just supports. I'm like really nervous, but I'm excited, but I'm scared, but I'm just so grateful that I get to share the stage with a family member, that I get to share the stage with my aunt, that I get to like hold her hand. I get to hold her hand if I want to cry, and that it's just like a moment for me. And to also just show people that Black girls fucking rock. So, I can't with all the crying. Hold on. My God, I'm tired of crying. But it's a part of the healing, but goddamn, I'm tired.
Now, I know a lot of you are saying that I'm being hoodwinked by Ashley, and, you know, there's two sides to every story and stuff like that. Yes, that is very much true. But for some reason, I'm the type of person I believe the victims first. And then if it doesn't add up, I will withdraw my support. That's just how I am. I've been that way my whole life because a lot of women get pressured into not talking. So this is why I believe the victim first. Now, you guys might not do that, and that's okay. That's how you handle things. But for me in my life, always believe the victim. And not only that, it just feels like she's telling the truth. That's all I can go on. That's why they need this conversation. Her, Trina, Towanda, Tamar, Toni. But Trina doesn't want to sit down with her. So, it's a lot going on. Now, let's get back to how they are bleeding Toni Braxton dry. So, from the very start, when she first made it big, they wanted her to pay for being backup dancers. They wanted her to hire them as assistants. They're always around her. They're always wanting money from Toni Braxton. On top of that, she had to take care of her mother. I don't know if you guys remember this. The first season, there was a family meeting about it. And she said the only person that helped her with taking care of the mom was Tamar. Now, Toni doesn't have a lot of money in the beginning like that. Like, it's a lot. And people think just because you have money, you are responsible for your entire family. I don't play that game. I tried that once before. No, I only give to who I want to give to. And that's probably my mother, father, and sister. And then that's it. That's it. I ain't got room for everybody else. I just don't. And in a sense, they're still draining her dry right now, because now, if it wasn't for Toni Braxton, and this was before Tamar, when Vince sold the show, he had to use the name Toni Braxton. Okay, there would be no show if it wasn't for Toni Braxton. So they're still riding her coattail right now. If you ask me, begging her to come back, saying it's in the name of Tracy. They took it there, people. They took it there. They didn't listen. I don't mean to be rude. It doesn't appear that they gave a damn about Tracy, because when they did that show, they were all about exposing people. And I just don't want to get into it. And, the way that they treated Kevin Sr., remember, he came on our show, told his side of the story. They bogarted the funeral. They had to have it their way. And it was just awful last season. And so I don't know what made them feel that they can get six figures like Toni and Tamar. And I'm not just trying to go in and down them. I really thought about it. What do they bring to the show? Last season, the ratings itself, they weren't good. No one wanted to follow their stories. And their whole storyline last year was, in my opinion, beating up on Kevin Sr. They really wanted him to come off like some kind of bum that lived off of Tracy. That's why we had to support him. Sharrell's World had to support Kevin Surratt. We had his back. And now this year, I'm thinking, we haven't seen the episodes yet, but I'm thinking we've got to have Ashley's back. Every victim should be allowed to tell their story. But they don't want to do that. They want to talk about how much Tamar and how much Toni's getting paid. If there was no Toni Braxton back in the day, there would be no show. If there was no Toni Braxton today, there would be no show. Girl, have y'all fallen and hit y'all head? What makes y'all think y'all deserve to be paid as much as Toni Braxton? What you want Tamar money next? I'm being told, the rumor is that Tamar and Toni are bringing in six figures. Y'all just better be happy that those two women decide to come back and film with y'all, because it's not going good. They're saying that there's all kind of arguing. You've got Toni walking off the set. They had to shut down production one time. That arguing got so bad, and they're still refusing to meet with Ashley. Child, this is a mess. I'm going to keep y'all updated on what's going on, and I'm trying to be neutral and fair. But when I talk to my inner self, I'm thinking there's no way in hell they should be getting paid the same amount of money as Tamar and Toni. It's just no way. Tamar's had hit albums. Toni Braxton is a legend. What y'all bring? What are y'all bringing? Some YouTube cook? I can't. Some YouTube cooking show? And Towanda, you really ain't bringing nothing to the table, because I feel like you're not being honest and upfront about Sean. So this is a mess. This is a mess. That's what's going on today. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. But you guys, please, let's be respectable. Let's not drag Ashley. Please don't drag Tamar, or let's just say what we have to say respectfully, because at the end of the day, these women are opening up their lives to us. And, it's very hard to be judged, very harshly. But I didn't say don't say it. I just said say it in a respectful way. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think Trina and Towanda are worth 6 figures? What do you think about Ashley saying that only Tamar and Toni and the mom supports them and everyone else is giving her hell? It's a mess, people. It's a mess. But until next time, bye for now.